I'm using an app called Yardstream, so I hope yeah, you can check on Facebook to check that we're actually there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do from my phone
Using
because
an
it's
app
it's
called
my.
Yardstream, so I hope
Uh-huh.
we're actually there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do from my phone. I saw it
Using
because
an
it's
app
it's
called
my.
Yardstream, so I hope
Uh-huh.
we're actually there.
I think we're good to go.
So I hope we're
Uh-huh.
actually there. All right, all right, all right. Well, um, Juliana, welcome. Good morning, Taste of South Sudan followers. We are so happy you're here to join us. Mhm. You can press
Good
record over
morning.
there.
Taste of South Sudan. Ignore that. That was my
Oh,
phone. Good morning to you too. Good morning to us, me and you, and the Americans who are watching, and good evening to Junobin, wherever they are. East Africa in
yes.
general, it's afternoon there, it's evening.
It's yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
today we're going to talk business. So we have Juliana Siapai, who is a bona fide businesswoman in Juba, and where she has been doing a lot of encouragement to South Sudanese youth. I have seen some of your seminars and your Instagram lives and Facebook lives, and especially when you posted that list of South Sudanese businesses, I thought, wow, that is so cool. Like you're tagi sejanas, kilinas dakul fi business or hajat kida.
Mhm.
So to formally introduce you, I know you as a journalist and as a businesswoman, and I know that you're here in the United States right now, having a government sponsored um, training. And I believe it's called entrepreneurship as the engine of prosperity and stability, small business development.
Mhm.
So, with that, I'd like you to introduce yourself to our audience, if you may.
You've done me the favor of all. I'm known as Juliana Shapai. I've never changed that so far. Uh, Freelancing as per now as a journalist because that's my career and that is what I studied. Business became the love of my life. I don't know how I'm mixing the journalism and the business, but it's working so well. It's flawless, and
Uh
I'm
huh.
enjoying the process.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah,
We love to hear that. Um, so, I think this is your first time visiting the United States. Is that right?
correct.
How did you find it? How do you find it?
You see, I'm laughing fast because I didn't have expectations, which was wonderful, of
Uh
what to
huh.
expect or not.
Uh huh.
But I will say I enjoyed the most of the visit. Helped me demystify the thought about America. What is America? How everyone talk about America
I
and
would
who
love to
are
hear that.
who are Americans and stuff like that. So I think it was worth the while coming.
Uh huh.
And I was lucky enough with the program of international visitors leadership program. We get to go to different states. So I was in DC, and then I was in Orlando, Florida, and I was in Chicago, and now I'm in New York. So we
Yeah.
get the taste of four different places. Then you don't
Yes.
get to judge American by what is Washington DC is America. No. So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
fun. It's lovely coming
Yes.
down here and just seeing for myself, not seeing from the movies or
Yes.
hearing
Yes.
from people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's important because everyone has their own notion of what it is, and then they get here and they see certain things. I remember when I first came to the United States, that
Mhm.
was in 1996. My
Whoa.
sponsor, who picked me up from the airport, as she was driving me, she pointed out to me the homeless people
Hmm.
in New York City.
Hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah. No more.
that was a long time ago. See? So we're just driving along the highway, and I think she was just trying to break down to me, what to expect and stuff like that. So what did you demystify in your mind? Like what did you initially think? And then you're like, maybe you came out and you said, that place, it's not that big deal. They keep talking about it and all those things. But now that I see it, we have that in Junub Sudan Zatu.
The thought that you sit back at home and think America is a first class world,
Hmm.
So we've always made to believe that They have gone so far. You
Mm-hmm.
would never imagine to see a homeless person in the US. You're like, how? How is that possible? And then
Uh-huh.
later, when you come down here, you realize wherever human beings exist, there's conflict, there's homeless people. It's same issues everywhere you go, just in a different context. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the difference is the growth of the country, but the people, we have the same challenges, we have the same problems. I mean, you have the same sufferings, basically. So we are equal as human beings, but how their leaders work so hard to make systems for them, to make things easy, is the difference of what we call the first class world. That's the demystifying for me, not the people, not that they have gone so far, we are not the same. I've met small businesses yesterday who are still struggling to get noticed, you know?
Oh, talk about me.
How is that different from someone in Juba who's trying to sell shea butter? It's not.
Yes.
It's not different.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is really very insightful.
Mhm.
Um, because for example, right, I used to think, and because I left South Sudan a long, long time ago, I carried with me some ideals of perfection in our South Sudanese community. For
Mhm.
example, I told myself that, well, you see, we in South Sudan, we don't have corruption. until
Wow.
we had money, until we had oil money, and then you
Mhm.
saw the
Mhm.
corruption blow up like this. And then
Mhm.
you come to
Mhm.
America and you'll say, oh, in America they don't have corruption. Hey, wait until you work in government. Wait until you see the government funnel their money to their politicians.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And then I will say, okay, uh what was it? Yeah, so I think the big difference is really the systems that are put in place and the rule of law. At least some semblance of rule of law, of going to a court and arguing your point and getting a lawyer to decide. And if you're right, you will get
Get
some
your rights.
recourse. So
Mhm.
that's one of the major differences. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The challenge of business is always there. Um, the challenge of aspiring to do better. Um, Still, you would say in the United States, for example, you still need to get an education, right? Some people
Yeah.
keep thinking that I don't need to study here. More so
Mhm.
than ever, you need to get yourself a basic high school degree, a college degree, and versus, I think you still need to do the same wherever you are. Like if you're in South Sudan, if you're in Uganda, you guys still
Correct.
need to go to school. You need to go to
You
school.
need to educate yourself in order to survive on planet Earth.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't
All
matter.
right. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay, great. So let me move on and ask you about your experience as a businesswoman. Um, Sapai Authentic Products. How did you start? What brought on the idea?
Um, when I finished school, it was the ideal thinking of you finish school, you need to get a job, an office job,
Uh huh.
or whatever they call them, college job or something.
Yes.
Um, so I did that for 2 years. Immediately, I started working even before my graduation. I just finished school in a plane back to Juba looking for a job, and I found one. So I did that for 2 years, but there was no joy in sitting in the office and just, I don't know what people do in the offices apart from reading email and stuff like that. I was just like, honestly, this is not for me. But then
Yeah.
the idea of business has been there. I think my inspiration is my mom. I watched her sell and buy things, sell and buy things. I sold things since I was in primary. This is the part that I have never told anyone before. Since I was in
Oh.
primary, in the evening when I come back from school, those days in Khartoum, we'll sell Bambay Beshata.
Uh huh.
So I
Ah.
think the business idea grew up with me from those days, because even when I went to university, I was in a foreign country and I was still selling things in the university for the owners of the land. So I'll go to the market at 5 a.m., get some clothes and sell it to the girls in class. So I actually created the page of Sherpa Authentic Product when I was in my third year in university. So the idea started right back then. I was like, okay, let's start with little clothes and little lotion and here and there. Then why not? So my 2 years in the office wasn't that fun to speak of. It
Mm.
was just a bad experience. I decided, you know what? I'm quitting. They said
Mm-hmm.
it's bad to quit, but I am quitting this job to do
Mm-hmm.
what makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I can use my journalism to help my business prosper.
Yes.
Online, offline, talk about it. I've learned how to speak and read and write, yeah, as a
Yes.
journalist. So I'm going to use that as an engine to help prosper my business. But then, we have the issue of bleaching is such a big problem in Juba that time. So I remember buying one milk and honey
Uh-huh.
for Oriflame. I came with it from Nairobi. So I had it on my table. In my office that I was working in, walked a senior person and she asked me, "Where did you get that from? I've been looking for it because it was in Khartoum." I said, "I have it, I sell it." I lied. That time I had only that one.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that was the business in me speaking.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
she
You
did?
sell it before you have it. You sell the
That was
product
in
before you have it.
2016. That mother just trusted me. She pulled $100 and she said, "How many can I get with
Huh?
this?" Yes. So that's how desperate she was. I, as an entrepreneur, saw the opportunity of, okay, maybe I can use, because I've been using Oriflame products since 2009, since Sudan. So even when I moved to Nairobi, I looked for Oriflame. I believe in
Yes.
continuity.
Yes.
So she said, "How many can I get for this?" I said five. I was very honest because one
Mm-hmm.
was $20.
Mm-hmm.
Then I called my manager in Nairobi and I tell him, "Hey, listen, someone just gave me money. They need five of this cream and I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
That's how Shapai started. So now I have to think of a name. And he's like, "By the way, why not actually sell in Juba to help your people? You can help ladies
Uh-huh.
make money. We can help you with training materials. And then you can sign dealership to open your own store." I said, "Okay, let's talk about that." The following morning, I got so sick. I was not able to afford my own bills. I had malaria. And I was like, okay, if this job is not even able to cater for my health fund, then let's call it a quit. I just woke up in the morning and never went to work. My mom was confused. She's like,
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I quit." She's like, "No, people don't quit like that by staying home. They go." I'm like, "Mm-mm, I don't trust the office. If I go there, they will arrest me."
Oh my goodness.
That time, I already contacted my manager, so he looked for someone who can send the products. So I got the five creams. I went and gave that mother, and she gave me another $100. She told me, "This is for the trust."
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Oh
So
my goodness.
basically, that was my first capital was $100 to start that business. But really, the main drive was that part of bleaching. I hated seeing a sister struggling with how their skin looked. And then I started asking them one by one, just slowly, like, "Hey, sis, why do you do this?" One
Mm-hmm.
of them actually told me something that hit me so bad. She said, "Okay, you might ask me to use natural product, but natural products are always so expensive than this one we buy. It's true.
Oh.
That that Loxit, the soba is that soba they can sell it for them in small packages for £100 SSP. They can get it. So whenever they go to the market, they add another one for 100, 200. But when I want to
Ah.
sell to them one cream for $20, they're not going to afford it. That was
Oh.
another slap on my face. Like, okay, I want to bring change, but my change is not affordable. So how do I do
Hey,
that?
wait. What do you mean by subak? You mean the bleaching cream?
Soba, yes, yes. They come in tubes.
I know. I
Yes,
know they come in tubes. Oh
so
my
they can't
gosh. So they
afford the
take the
whole
little
tube.
tube and then they
So
mix
they
it with
can't afford
local.
it. They can't afford the tube itself. So the owners of those shops sell for them just like a drop or two. So every morning when a woman goes to the shop to buy meat, she will spare that £100 to buy one more drop of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why sometimes you see today the face is brown here, purple on this side, because the amount is so small. So I decided, okay, fine. I'm not going to sell to my people to make profit, but I'm going to teach them how to make money the way I do. That is by recruitment. So I started recruiting people. There was a registration fee, but I always paid for them. I paid for like about 10 people because it was like $5 to register them. But once you're registered, you come up with your capital, you buy the product at a discounted price. So if a product is $10, you buy it at $5. And that's how now the issue of Shepai authentic product through Oriflame became so attractive, because they now see, okay, if I join, first of all, I don't have to pay membership fee, and the membership fee is only paid once. After that, I can sell, make money, and also it included some travel. So the program became very attractive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juliana, um, give me a minute here. People are saying they cannot hear you. I don't know if that's on Instagram or on Facebook. So I
Sure.
need to figure out. Um, Kiden, was that Instagram or Facebook? Oh yeah, Instagram. I'll have to just take off the live on Instagram because my audio is only connected to my computer. Is it on the Facebook live? Can you hear her? Because I'm using those headphones, it's not going on the Instagram live. So I am going to disconnect from Instagram. Just tell them, please go to Facebook. And now, okay, let's look at this Facebook.
I think Facebook is okay. I checked from my phone.
All right, perfect. Okay. All right. So let me put it this way. You said you registered them to do what? To be resellers of Siapai?
Yes, we call them consultants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Ah.
consultant, because I trained them.
Yes.
You know, that was like a membership with Oriflame. Oriflame is a Swedish company.
Yes.
They send me material, I train them on each product. So their
Yes.
intention is, by the time I'm selling to you a body cream, I'm able to tell you this is for dry skin, this will help you for this reason and that reason. Unlike when you go to a supermarket and just pick a product that nobody's going to speak to you about. So that was what was different, and why I called it authentic product, because in my shop, any product that you're going to get, we are going to know what's your skin type, why is this good for you, why you shouldn't use this. And I even started a program of, if you came to me and you were bleaching your skin before, we're going to take you through a 2 weeks program to first stop everything that you're using. And that includes me do a home visit to your room, huh? To check that you have actually destroyed everything that you are using, all the soba and the small containers.
Yeah.
So we start afresh. So we used to have a specific oil that we will give them in the 2 weeks they will use. The oil used to help in like recovering the skin.
Yes.
Because remember, a skin that you were bleaching, then all of a sudden you stop. You don't want to know how you're going to look in 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was such an intense program. Only few believed in it, but when they saw the results, that's what attracted more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so wow. You know what? You touch on the elephant in the room. I mean, I know there's a lot of psychology behind bleaching, and a lot of it I can't really speak for it. I mean, the main part is just us being led to feel that our skin is not good enough. And you get that everywhere, from living with the Arabs, from being in connection with white people, from light-skinned people getting all the job opportunities, the boyfriends, the husbands, being the ones featured on TV. I mean, all over the world. So it's a deeply entrenched internal conflict that everyone has to deal with before you kind of just say, this is how God made me. I'm going to like myself, love myself, take care of myself. And I don't blame anybody for doing it. I don't really blame anyone who does that, because it's just, they're just dealing with what the outside gives them and saying that this is what will move me forward. So I do think that there are a subset of people who use the cream because, you know, as Black women, we end up getting a lot of black spots, and that's just part of our genetics. Or when we have a pimple, it heals, you get a black spot. So these people used to tell you that the bleaching cream will remove your black spots or will even out your skin, but it doesn't really do that very well. And I think the more people learn about products like shea butter,
Mm-hmm.
or the more you learn about just natural face scrubs,
Mm-hmm.
or you could use even sometimes like a medicated cream
Yes.
prescribed by a doctor.
Yes.
Those will clear out your pimples. And then you have makeup. You can apply such makeup that you cover up all the pimples you have, all the dark spots you have. So for some people, if they're using it for that reason, once they learn how to take care of their skin, then they're fine. They don't need to. They don't feel they need to be using the creams. So you are doing God's work in South Sudan
And I always
through business.
I don't believe in confronting people, but I
Yes,
politely I
no.
politely ask, because the fight against anti-bleaching is so big, is so huge. I can't do it alone. But
Yeah, yeah.
just if I okay, the final goal for Shapai Authentic product is that I will eventually come up with my own line. For now, I can't afford that. I don't have the funds,
Yes.
but I will later on come on with my own products that our future generation will have to grow up and know that there is products that specific, that speak to our skin tone, to our color, and they can still be beautiful in their skin. One thing we don't want to pass on to our kids is bleaching products. No, no, that
Yes.
I refuse. I refuse. So slowly but sure.
Yes. But you
Yeah.
know what? I think what's the what's the most beautiful thing now? Now that we have a lot of dark skinned South Sudanese models making it on the big screen all over the world,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the children from South Sudan who were born in America, who were born in Australia, who are born in Europe, this thing about bleaching is not in their consciousness.
Wonderful.
They don't feel they need to do it, and most of them
Mm-hmm.
don't even touch it.
Yep.
So slowly, we're seeing the change, and then the
Yes.
more we have people just saying like natural hair pride, have pride in
Yes.
your skin tone, black is
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Um, the more people end up cementing that, I'm all right the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that is so beautiful learning about how you started Sapai Authentic Products. And one thing stuck with me. You said you only needed $100 to get started. And it's like, I do a lot of reading about business, right? They just keep
Oh,
telling you, you don't need money to start, you need money to scale.
no.
Start with what you
Listen,
have.
you don't need to eat breakfast like Elon Musk in order for you to have a good business or to be a successful business person.
Yeah.
I hate those contexts. Oh, how successful people eat, how successful
Oh,
business
yes.
owners
No, no, no,
sleep.
no, no.
Come on, we sleep on bed just like any other person. We get tired, we lack sleep. Come
Uh
on,
huh.
that's rubbish. I have people who ask me, how can I start a business? I tell them, start. Just start.
Yes.
And they don't get it, because if it's a product you want to sell, I sold the product that I didn't have. I had only one with me.
That's it. Even that part. It's like you can sell something you don't have. You get the money, then you go buy
Yes, yes,
it.
yes. Or if let's say in a situation where she requested for the product and I don't have the money and she didn't give me the money, well and good. Go borrow money.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
borrow money, buy the product, deliver, make your profit, and bring back the owner the money.
Yes.
You have to start. These days, the one thing I tell people, okay, you want to start a business. Do you have a name for it? Do you know the product? Is it a service? Yeah. Create a Facebook page. Start telling people that's what you do.
Yes.
Briefcase company online and see how
Yes.
many people will respond to you.
Uh-huh.
That's first of all a way of you testing the market
Yes.
and know if your product or your service is going to be accepted
Yes.
before you even spend your money. But the problem of reading so many books is it's making you feel like, oh, you need a system in place. Oh, you need to read books before you start. I don't know.
It's
You need to do market research for who? For small business? No, you don't need that. For small business, you don't need that.
oh my gosh. So Juliana, you are dropping some business pearls here. Honestly. I'm woo, the fact that you've been selling since you were a child, the way you're talking it, it's like that's how most of our mothers started. Or when we were sitting there in Khartoum, like what I used to think is that ahna nas Junubin Oslo, um, the business gene kanu maja for Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Geni Manasta Shamal,
Mm-hmm.
Geni Manasta Khartoum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There were
Because we
few,
will
there
see,
were few
like in
Junubin who owned
Nigeria,
businesses in Khartoum. I don't know why.
yeah,
Maybe
because
we
like in
were so
Nigeria, like
demoralized.
you see these women carrying those things on the road. You see them just opening up shop everywhere. You
Yeah,
see them
yeah,
just
yeah.
everybody's trying to sell something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but inshallah, like by talking like this, seeing somebody doing very well, maybe more people will want to get into business. I know the mentality always was that the government is the only employer. So we all have to eat from the government.
Oh.
But now I'm thinking, well, like, okay, so there are other people eating from the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me go and sell to those people because they're the ones with the money. They are
Mm-hmm.
the ones with the money there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will not get from the government, but these people there, they're going to need shampoo, they're going to need lotion, you need a
Exactly.
service, you need food delivered,
Exactly.
you need your clothes dry cleaned, you need a bank, you need somebody to set up your website for you. So let me go create those things for these people that they cannot get where they are. Right?
Do you know, actually, our huge sales was in the offices. So after I successfully recruited some girls,
Uh-huh.
they will dress so decent. That was their job. Wake up in the morning, housewives, when they finish their duties,
Yes.
dress so nicely. They know they have showered their kids, the kids have eaten.
Yes.
Afternoon, during lunch hour, they visit offices carrying their products. These women are so busy, they have no time. And then the guy that is seated near her will remember the perfume is finished. The
Yes.
ministries was our huge context of sell. That's where we sell. For those people who don't have time to, after work, remember to go and buy a skincare product. So they know tomorrow a consultant will come by and bring them whatever they want, or
Yes.
they will actually call and will deliver to their offices. We still have very low number of walk-ins to the shop. The shop is just to create trust. You know, one thing that I need, I said I should
Oh.
not forget to address Junubin today, to anyone
Yeah.
who's listening. You have to trust in businesses online. When someone is selling online, it's not because they are a thief or they don't want to pay money to the government, it's because they can't afford. So they will create a small shelf in their houses and try to make a living out of it.
Ah.
But from experience, Noella, someone will call me, so where is your shop? So if
Ah.
you don't have the shop, chances of them calling you back is 0%.
Walai, that is a nugget I
Oh,
did not know.
there is a huge mistrust between us Junubin. Even if they know you're Junubia, you live in Juba, they know your home, as long as you don't have a shop. So
Aywa.
okay, I am able to afford a shop now. That is after years later of selling at
Yes.
the boot of my car, selling from the house, and just going to bazaars without the location. Eventually,
Yes.
I was forced that in order for me to grow or to earn their trust, I have to put a location somewhere. If it's
Ah.
for me, I don't want to put a location anywhere and fight with city councils every day and paying huge bills.
Uh-huh.
I, because the home where I stay, I'm paying rent. The rent should be enough for me to host my business as well.
Yes.
Why not? Yeah.
Yes.
So please, if you're a Junubia, you know you love to buy stuff online. Okay, the number we put it there for the sake of you can reach me. But that part of if I don't have a shop, you don't trust me, it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair at all.
Yeah, it's
I
not. It's
I have
not.
seen thousands of businesses here in the US that has no location. They
They
sell
have
from
no
home or they
location.
sell on Amazon. Maybe we need our own Amazon. Then now we will see how you will call someone from Amazon that where are you? I want to come and see the location. No,
Ah,
it's tough. It's tough.
wow.
I lost so
Okay.
many people at the beginning because of where is your location? I'm still selling online. Okay, and then now I have to do a face-to-face meeting. I'll put the stuff in my car, go there and show them everything that they saw. You see,
Yes.
the one you saw in the picture is this and that and that. So that was like a moving shop to them. At least there's a small door.
Oh,
Now that time they crammed my number plate in case I ran with their money.
oh, they don't. They keep thinking you're going to scam them. They thought you'll take the money and you'll not deliver.
I don't know how you think I will give up my citizenship because of $20. I'm just saying, we gotta be realistic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is so interesting. Um, well, I did think that somebody was trying to create a marketplace in Juba online. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they did it. Well, there's Brown Box, but I don't remember. I thought I saw somebody creating something like sell on this platform or something.
There is one I actually subscribe to. I think it's called Agoro.
Uh-huh.
Agoro, yeah, where you upload your products and then you get to sell just like Amazon, but I don't know what happened to them.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still working because they never reached out again.
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me press record on my camera. The dangers of going live when you don't have an assistant.
Okay.
All right. Back in business. Mm. All right, so we got that out of the way. You have dropped so many nuggets. I hope, hey, somebody who wants to start a business, you better watch. We're going to post this later on as well. So now, ah, okay, you have touched on some of the challenges of running a business in Juba. Now, I am thinking, what is up with Juba City Council? They seem to be very notorious online. Oh my gosh. I have to feel for those business people. Like, you come and your shop is locked. Gali shinu, my tamadafa. Itamadafa shinu. Yeah, they are right there. Yeah, la wara gadi jibu minwen anyway.
You know, at some point, I get so demoralized. I feel like maybe these people are just set there to frustrate us to stop doing business. Because I have to ask myself these questions. Sometimes I just sit by myself and try to process why they do such stuff. So I
Yes.
don't know whether it's, I can't say it's lack of system. They do have a system in place,
Uh-huh.
but it's, can we say it's the people? Because you know, when you recruit people, everyone has a different character and stuff. There is no specific training. Let me give you an example. One time I came to my shop. I have a girl who works at the shop, yeah,
Yeah.
and I was just arriving. Then there are six officers from city council walked into the shop. Of course, they work as a, there's a policeman who's carrying a gun with him,
Oh,
and then
a gun.
and then they have, yeah, and then they have like a boss, but no, because people beat attempt to beat them,
Yes.
you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Uh-huh. So they have to carry that to scare us, and then they have I don't know who they are. They just wear a different uniform from the rest of the officers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, from the six. So there are two different uniform. The police and that one who wears yellow and something, and then the ones now with official. I don't even know their category.
Mm-hmm.
So all of them walk in front of me and they enter the shop and they are all at the table talking to my girl. We want this paper, we want that paper, and where is this one? So I just stood at the back. I was just watching them. And she was now getting confused because she don't know who to respond to, when to look for the paper, because while she's still looking for this paper, the other one is asking her, and what is this? So I just stood at their back and clapped and tell them, hey, excuse me. So is this how you are supposed to talk to people? Is this how you're told when you come into somebody's business? There's six of you addressing one person. Who is she supposed to focus on? And I was speaking in Arabic, of course, that clean Arabic Juba.
Aye.
And then they look at my face. First of all, they are thinking, where were they jamming when I said,
It does not get any way.
oh,
Yay!
discrimination, number one. Number one. So I just told them, I want all of you out of my business place. Who is the senior person here is the one to come in. All of you at the veranda. And I'm not joking now. You know, these people are like, okay, maybe she's a senior government official. I'm like, mm-mm, I'm the owner of this business. So you're going to speak to me with respect. And that time they were just doing investigation, you know. When it's about time for the licenses to expire, they come and do like checkup, round checkup to see who didn't have the trading license a valid one, so that when
Yes.
it's time for renewal, if you haven't, then you have to pay for the period that you didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they put like a lump sum cost you have to pay for not processing one. So I was like, is this how you're supposed to talk to people? She's one and you people are six. So who is she going to listen to? Now I understand why every time when I'm not here, you people have like misunderstanding. It's just a matter of papers, and we have seats here. Sit Let one person ask her. It's not like we don't have. We've been operating since 2018. We have
Yes.
everything in place. In fact, you're going to be ashamed
Yes.
because I respect the law. With all these challenges, all the money you charge us, we pay for it.
Yes.
So we have to earn that respect of you when you walk in here. Don't treat us like, I don't know, like we are thieves or maybe criminals who always want to get away with murder, you know? That guy had to apologize because I don't know what was in their mind, but he noticed that that approach was wrong. You
Yeah.
don't walk in to intimidate businesses. You're supposed to have a good relationship with businesses because that's your work area. Just imagine if we wake up in the morning and all entrepreneurs say we are not opening shops, we are not doing businesses again. They will run hungry and they will run out of job. Because what is their job? To wake up in the morning and go parade on those shops? They will lack that one. So why can't we have a citizenship, just like we are South Sudanese relationship, good people to each other.
Yep. Yep.
That guy
You have
just
said
said
it all.
nobody has ever talked to me like that, but when we go to shops, people disrespect us. I said because of your approach. Like you guys crowding there in her head is like she's going to run away. So you people have to make sure she's cornered in wherever she's seated. So we gave them all the documents and they left. But
Uh-huh.
Noella, that is me, Juliana, who have a shop since 2018. I have learned how to maneuver my ways with city council, and I am able to afford a lawyer. What about the person who is selling tea on the road who can't afford a lawyer? You
Yeah,
come and
I
find they have
saw
carried your table and they are gone.
it happen.
So it's tough. It's tough. To
I
me,
saw
I'm
it
just like,
happen.
let's love each other first. Before your city council and I am a business person, we are South Sudanese. Let's love each other. Because if you approach a brother with love, you're able to listen and understand and even know why. Maybe sometimes they come for their money and I say, I don't have. Just because I'm a business doesn't mean I have money all the time. I have bad days in business where I'll open for 1 week, nobody's buying anything. So
Yes.
you
Oh,
don't come there thinking I
nobody
have
talks
money
about
because I'm
that.
doing business. If that's the case, then let them all start businesses because they will constantly have money if that's what they think.
Yeah. Professionalism is lacking. And
Hmm.
ultimately, if anyway, we cannot,
It's a big war. It's a big
it's
war.
dangerous to criticize them. Kilter
Yeah,
helter.
yeah. Maybe my shop will be closed before I get back there.
Yeah. So, I
Mm.
mean, I understand they have a job to do and they need to collect taxes and people need to
Yeah,
register.
and we
It's just,
respect that. We
yeah.
respect that. But the approach, no, zero, zero.
Yes, yes. Professionalism, grace, no violence. Don't come and those ladies on the side of the road. Because some of them, these traders, if you're only selling fruit, fitara share, yala nazegija dugu table tomon kida. This woman has children at home to feed. How much
Mm-hmm.
money do you think she's making from that fruit?
Mm-hmm.
There is even nothing to collect from her. They are not breaking the law. They are trying to feed their families because they don't want to be homeless.
Yeah.
So, they have a system here. I think if you make below a certain amount, you don't even pay taxes on it
Mm-hmm.
because there's a graduation of how much tax you should pay on your business. So,
Mm-hmm.
below a certain amount, your percentage is very minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And the registration is a very minimum amount to pay. So, there's ways to go on improving Juba City Council.
Yeah.
All right. Great, great, great. So now, one of the most misconceptions I think people have is that they keep thinking, ah, if only I was there, it would be easier for me to start a business. So you will have people from America going to Juba to try their hand at business. But then I also have people in Juba who say, maana mind hajat al nasta bara indu, dana be bara business taike. So I think there's always a misconception, and sometimes I think every place has its challenges, right?
Yep.
So I am running, for example, a shea butter business in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will face a different challenge than somebody trying to run it in Juba, South Sudan.
Yeah.
Because for me, there is ease of transportation of goods and services.
Mm-hmm.
There's ease of getting it from many sources,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also 100 other companies doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So for me to reach that market might be harder.
Yeah.
Whereas if I started it in Juba, for example, I think starting up may be hard to get your goods from wherever you need to get it moved through, whether you're carrying it by sea, through Mombasa, paying taxes along the way, and then to get it right there to your customers. But once you get it right there, there's not 100 other businesses selling the same thing.
Yep.
So you may have a better chance of being a big fish in a small pond.
Mm-hmm.
And if you enter in early, you cement your position in the market and you grow every year.
Yeah.
Um, is it making sense? What's your experience or opinion on that?
Yeah. 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 You know, sometimes you just have to first trust yourself before you start what you want to start.
Yes.
Because if you do, it means whatever challenge that is coming your way, you take that challenge and see what to do with it. Find the solution. There is always way out. If I'm selling shea butter in Juba and she is selling shea butter in the US, how can we work together?
Ah, there you go. That too.
Yeah, yeah. How can we work together? How do I make sure when my client is leaving Juba, moving to the US, I remind them when you're there, you don't have to struggle. You can call Noel and get shea butter.
Yeah.
That that one, I don't know. Maybe I need to start a session for preaching about that. I'll be a pastor for preaching about that
Ah,
because in order for you to prosper, you cannot work alone. You have to work with other people.
no, you have to share.
Yes. For me, just the moment someone is crossing Juba and going to Nairobi, so many clients used to stress me. I will have to go to the airport and deliver the things sometimes 6 a.m. I just say, you know what? Enough. I'm tired. If you're leaving Juba and you're in a hurry or your ticket is very early in the morning, I'm not coming to the airport to meet you. I'm sorry. When you get to Nairobi, give me your address. Another consultant who's another businesswoman struggling in Nairobi is going to deliver same products for you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
So
I get.
you just gave business to another
Yes,
business person in
yes.
Nairobi. Yeah.
And I did it to one woman 3 times. She started asking herself, okay, why is she struggling? Not knowing all along, she had clients in Juba whom she was sending products to because
Yes.
she didn't want to tell them they can get Oriflame in Juba. You see that?
Oh.
But she saw the way I 3 times did, and the people, people just pay her whatever money it is. There is no conflict in the process. She called me one day to apologize and said she wants to hand to me some numbers of people who are having difficulties in getting the products in Juba. So I should call them. I said, no, you will tell them and you will
Yes.
give them the location of the shop and they
Yes.
will visit anytime they want. It's not me, it's the business.
Yes.
So how do you work with somebody else? Look for where is your business. If okay, even if your business, let's say you don't have shea butter. I'm selling shea butter in Juba. Then I will ask you, why are you not doing this business here, Junubia? Are you
Uh-huh.
interested? Can we
Yes.
send it to you? It's it's people. You have to work through people and with people, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's also like when somebody comes to your business and they say, do you have this thing? You say, no, I don't. But down the street, Juliana is selling it in her shop.
Yes.
You
Referrals.
sell this. No, I only
Mhm.
focus on this one. But if you go to this person, they will
Yes.
assist you with what you need.
Yes. Referrals. Referrals.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything. People don't know when you actually refer your hand to another place, God sends you another client. Because
Uh-huh.
that person is going to say, Noella told me about this other place, and that's your next client.
Uh-huh.
Simple. Simple.
Uh-uh. Yeah, that is nice. Oh my gosh. Toot, 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 toot. All right. Um, so one of the things I hear about, I think, is that, well, that I know about, the problems of the internet. This internet, it's like the divider now. You see, Like if you have internet, you have
Mhm.
access to knowledge, like to recipes, to getting your goods and all
True.
those things. Ah, it would probably, I think a great business would be to be an internet provider in Juba. But there are companies doing that, I know, but it is very expensive for the
Hmm.
ordinary person. I think a lot of people get their internet from their workplaces, or they have to buy or set up a router in their home. Voila. What is your experience? Because I understand, like you as a businesswoman, you post a lot on the internet, but then I also know some people may not have that access. Like when they need to watch a video, it's too much data out of their plan. If they want to post a video, it's too much data to put it out there, so they won't do it.
First of all, in South Sudan, we have horrible experience when it comes to mobile data. Sometimes you'll
Mm-hmm.
just wake up empty and say no internet. I don't know. A pole fell somewhere, and that's why their network is down and stuff. But if you want to take it professionally, it's your business and you care about it.
Yes.
We do have solutions on ground in Juba.
Uh-huh.
For instance, you can the same companies they have these days. They have like routers, which is like a business package.
Mm-hmm.
When you buy that, it's 50 GB or it's 20 GB. I feel so bad because it feels like I'm marketing for them. But no, I am not marketing for Zen or MTN. I'm just showing other entrepreneurs way of how I survive. So I have
Mm-hmm.
one of the routers. At some point when internet is not working on your mobile data, the routers work. So it's like there's a special consideration for these routers.
Mm.
Even if the network is slow on your phone, it's different on the router when you're using it with your laptop and stuff like that. Yeah. So you have to budget
Internet.
for internet. You really have to budget for
Mm-hmm.
your internet expense. We also have these days you can walk into any net cafe. They do have these telecommunication companies who are selling per hour. you
Uh-huh.
can you can pay and access their password. If you really want to watch a video that you feel is going to change your life, then that's what you're supposed to do. You carry a laptop, walk into a cafe. Although that part of walking to a cafe, I don't like it because there's a lot of distractions.
Yes.
Someone who don't know what you're doing at the cafe will greet you and start telling you all the stories that they know, and you bought internet of 1 hour which is going to expire in 59 minutes.
And you are there for business.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that one is good for accessing your emails, sending an email quickly before someone comes to start telling you their stories. Or sometimes you just have to speak like a business person, like, hey, you know what? Hold on to that thought. Let me finish that email. When I'm done, I'll come back to you. You know? Yeah, that something like that. But also because it's so expensive to connect these telecommunication companies at home. The cheapest they have is $300.
Yes.
A small business, that's their entire profit per month.
I actually tried that and I
Yeah.
thought,
Oh
wow.
no, it's expensive. It's
I
expensive.
was going to set it up in our home there, and it was like $300 at minimum. But they were even telling me about other bigger plans depending on
Up
how
to a
much you
thousand
need.
dollar.
But I thought like so I post so Taste of South Sudan is really a media, primarily a media company.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of media, we we have to utilize all the forms of media. We do a lot of video, like this live stream or YouTube videos, and those ones take a lot of data.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems as if it will be an added complication to operate there and to post your YouTube videos online, especially when you're having them at 4K. Either that or you're spending a lot of money on it. But if you know YouTube, you know the money is not really there to pay you much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
create a lot of content before you actually get paid any money.
Yeah.
So it ends up being internet accessibility ends up, I think, limiting the creativity of our South Sudanese youth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
All right, so let me read some of these comments we have. Stella Bago says referrals help each other grow in Uganda. If somebody doesn't have an item, They'll tell you to wait and they'll run to their neighbor's shop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Census Lil Young says collaboration is valuable. Diko Tahri Atong says, you are right, Juliana Siapai Edward Adik
That's my
Ara.
full name.
Census Lil Young says city council causes confusion and collaboration is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Kadi is saying, yay, listen to Juliana. How can I start a business? And don't tell me just start. Actually, she's just laughing at that comment. Yeah, so this
Okay,
is
if I don't tell you, just start. What should I tell you? Hold
no,
on.
she was just laughing at it. I think she was saying it in jest.
Oh,
Ah, all right. So
you have
we
to
are
start.
almost getting to the end of our time. And I'll give you an opportunity to ask me the questions you have always wanted to ask me.
Ah,
My turn to be in the hot seat.
maybe I should ask you, how is it going with Taste of South Sudan here?
Mm. So Test of South Sudan is in flux. We're having a lot of changes now. I would say that Test of South Sudan is scaling, and
Mm-hmm.
with scaling comes growth pains.
Mm-hmm.
We have been limited in human capital, and I am the primary, of course, founder and owner. And for the longest time, I have operated as a one person team. That is
Mm-hmm.
not really scalable or feasible anymore because Sales of South Sudan has a backlog of
Mm-hmm.
media content, advertisement, all of those things to do. So we're looking at expanding by employing people, but we're also expanding laterally, which is to say we're primarily a media company. Our cookbook is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our shop, we're currently opening a shop in Juba
Mm-hmm.
to get our shea butter to people there. A lot
Wow.
of people have interest in the shea butter itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also expanding our offerings in our shop. So our shop, we just take what people like to use at home and then we bring it here so that the people in the diaspora have access to it. Some of those things are like I don't even have to think very far, just like combo, the La Frega, um, our some of the spices, and then um, bohur, yeah, because I have a lot of people here who like bohur, so we
Mm-hmm.
sell bohur, and yeah, so that's where we are. Influx, growing, very optimistic. It's like the 5 year plan is just bright. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Good to hear that. If I was in the US, huh?
Uh-huh.
I will be prospering in flying colors just for the internet,
Speak, Juliana.
for the internet part. Hmm. I feel like I don't know. I'd rather not say that.
I
You
know.
feel like when you have the right ideas but you're in the wrong place.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes I would schedule when I wake up today I need to promote my post. Then I wake up, internet is not working.
Oh, uh-huh.
So now I have to reschedule my program of leaving the house and going to look for where is internet.
Oh. Oh
It's
wow.
very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Oh
So
wow.
when I first got the SIM card here and I see the internet is reading 5G, I was like, wow, you all have 5G and you're not making noise online? Me with my 3G, I live online. I live online. You text me now, in the next 1 minute, I respond.
Yeah.
So, but we're
Ah,
gonna get there one
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Just not now.
No, thank you for your insight. Very important uh,
Make use of the
input.
internet. Make use of the internet. The internet that you click and browse, you can use things like scheduling. At your free time now, you
Yes.
schedule the post to just appear. Do you do that? They just appear. But that one also requires you to do content prior to the time.
Yes. Yes.
So you can schedule content for up to 1 week in all your social media platform. And
That
then
is
the
actually
little break you get during work hours, you can just now respond to comments or questions on your inbox.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
That's what
We
I look forward to also. I'm looking forward to training people about the use of social media to improve your
yes,
business in
yeah,
Juba. I know it's going to be tough. I
yes.
know few are going to believe in that, but for those who will take the course, it's going to be worth it.
Oh, I
It's going to be
commend
worth
you
it.
so much because you
Yeah.
see, like I. So I've been running Tesla South Sudan since 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and it is amazing how
Mm-hmm.
much knowledge I have garnered
Mm-hmm.
in the use of social media, posting captions, um, scheduling,
Mm-hmm.
marketing copy. However, I'm not even applying all those things to myself. And sometimes I thought, you know what? I can open a media agency already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
I,
know a lot.
so much I have learned.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hey. So good for you. You should do that. You should do
Yeah.
that. Because when I'll have people like, how do you do this? Oh, I already know how to do this. I already know how to do this. You have people who are hungry for that knowledge, and I think they'll pay for it. And I mean, not even that, like you're giving them a service. I'm helping you build your business for the future. I'm helping you be successful. I'm
Mm-hmm.
setting you up for success. Yeah.
You know how they spend money to not make money? To me, it doesn't make sense. When you buy bundles, you've already spent money. So why are you not making another one back?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
when I see teenagers in Juba just scrolling, you're just watching useless videos that is not going to add any value in your life. And then you find the same teenager is very talented in a certain area.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like borrow me your talent. Plus the use of internet that you have, you'll be
Uh-huh.
shocked. You'll
Oh
be
yeah.
shocked. So
Yeah. Yeah, and
people
you're
who
right.
say, why are you not responding to me on Facebook? I tell them I come to Facebook when it's about time to sell. When I'm done
Yes.
selling, then I will respond to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Priorities.
Hmm.
I think some people are getting bogged down on the local, ah, what do you call it, gossip on Facebook Live. You should be selling business, but you're here watching these fighting videos. What are you doing watching these people argue with themselves? Are you going to make money? Are you a politician? Are you going to report on CNN?
They're not going to
Yes,
report anywhere.
you are wasting your time listening to this. What do you call these Facebook lives? I even lost the word. Yeah, yeah. But hey, Juliana, I have found something else. Where did you go to school? Um, your
University.
university. Hmm.
I first started in Khartoum. I was at Juba University. We were the last crew that were victims of
Okay,
the 2011. They closed the university. We had to stay home, so I moved. I studied in Nairobi at Daystar University,
okay.
and I didn't
So,
do anything to do with business.
okay,
Ze-
yeah, but you are living
Zero.
business. You're
Hmm.
breathing it, living it, and
Yeah.
doing it.
So no, nobody should lie to you. If you want to start a business, you
That you
must
need
take
it.
a course first before. Ah, no, no,
Uh
come
huh.
on, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what I want to encourage. Oh, okay. What I have seen, and I may be wrong, a lot of our young ladies, their voices are suppressed. Even ones who have graduated from college.
Of course.
Yani, they're afraid to make an opinion because of what other people will think. And maybe sometimes it's the family telling you, what are you doing there on social media? Why are you saying this? How did you say that? It's like we need to go do some training. You have your voice, use it. Tell me what you think about this, what you think about that. Comment on current events or encourage somebody else.
Hmm.
Um, oh, you're an expert. Even you're an expert. This is the field you went to school in. Let's say you studied environmental science, or you go on Twitter and you see all these young men, eh? Some of them, Razel Mafi Hadia Firas. They're just making a lot of noise. You're like, where are the ladies? You need to come up there, show up, say what you want, and stick with it. And so it's something that I feel like we need to encourage our young ladies. There's a different mentality, I think, when you grow up within the South Sudanese education system, where all the time feel taskot sakit, feel that you know, kudu yung takit the head, mata one yusu, kaya mas sotak. Le, le, I will use my voice. So you are going to hear me. You will hear my mind. You'll hear my voice. You will see me. This internet, I will be there. So now that most business is online, education is online, our women have to bring their voices online too. I think they are silently following, but itama basma so tomon.
Do you know when do they speak?
When?
Well, now that I'm not in Juba, so nobody can beat me on the street. They speak when they're hating on each other.
Oh yeah.
That's when
Oh yeah.
they will use all the English they have ever learned from
Yes.
wherever they grew up. But when I speak about my business, the best they can do is hit like.
Yes.
So
Comment. Say something there.
you'll find Juliana has posted about the business opportunity or about her business 20 likes. But the
Yes.
lady who's abusing another lady 1K and 1K views and they're even topping up. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know, these things they say instead of baby showers, let's do more of business showers. If
Yes.
we get that concept, it doesn't just mean business. It means can we do more productive things?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
why can't we apply the same energy that you apply when you're doing negative stuff to do a positive thing? It doesn't have to be a business. If someone posted today they graduated, they will get 5 likes. My God.
Hey.
So you hate on the good, but you like on the bad. I don't get it. I don't know where the demotivation to support each other comes from in South Sudan. I don't know. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know. But if there's one thing, I will give it up for the ladies. Maybe they are not speaking, but women have really woken up because we do the bazaar in Juba from time to time.
Uh-huh.
You see up to 26 tables of women-owned businesses.
Yes.
And there's also just that gap of someone highlighting that businesses, highlighting that moment, the time that we are there, but so many women are waking up. There are so many boutiques that are opening. There are so many pharmacies that are owned by women. I have seen that one. I give it up to them. I think at some point women said enough is enough. It's time for us to work for
Yeah.
ourselves. Yeah, instead of being a housewife sitting somewhere. And there are so many other small groups. That's why when I'm in Juba, I move like a crazy woman. Over the
You're
weekend,
busy.
I'm busy looking for
Here
where's the
to
event?
there.
Where is the event? If I can make 3 posts from this event and then 2 from the other one, someone who is not in Juba going to see. And I have a
Yes.
lot of people who ask me, so can you give me the number of this and that? So as much as I'm not paid, but
You
it
are
gives me
advertising for
satisfaction. Yes,
free.
it gives me that satisfaction of I've helped someone get a client.
Yes.
And I'm sure I'm going to get mine too
Yes.
because I don't know this person I'm helping by giving them a contact. Maybe next time they will need my product and they will remember that they have my number.
Ah.
Simple. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Wow. I am so happy when I see all these women businesses popping up. It's like, yes, yes,
They're there.
yes,
They're
yes.
there.
I mean, because honestly, when a woman has it, when the woman makes money, her whole family improves. Her children go to school. She builds a house. There's food to eat every day at the table. So it's like encouraging women's business is moving the whole society forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you are. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Oh, Juliana, I think I just lost Juliana. Um, but we were about to end. So I'm going to say thank you very much for all of you who joined us. Yay! It was such an awesome talk. We got so many tips, nuggets, information from Juliana. And now we have to go offline. So thank you for watching. This is an episode from Taste of South Sudan, Facebook Live. And today we talked about business with businesswoman and entrepreneur and journalist Juliana Saipai. Bye, and see you next time when we have a Facebook Live. Yeah, just posted my goodbye message, and we are going to end.